Okay, we're gonna read Who Goes There by Karma Wilson and illustrated. The person who drew the pictures by Anna Curry. Who goes there? Who goes there?
What is Who Go There?
We'll see what it's about.
It looks scary.
Who goes there?
It looks scary.
Let's see what it's about.
Yeah.
Louis Mouse lived all alone in a very small hole at the bottom of a very tall tree. When the first chilly howl of winter bellowed through the trees, Louis stuffed his nest full of leaves and twigs and grass. So this is Louis the Mouse, and he lives in a hole under a tall tree. And winter is coming, so he wants to stay warm, so he's collecting different types of, so he's collecting leaves. Because winter is coming, he wants to stay warm, so he's collecting some leaves. Look, and this is Louis the Mouse right over here. Yeah, this is Louis the Mouse right over here.
She is short, teeny, tiny.
Yeah, he's very little and tiny. My nest is warm, squeaked Louis. My nest is cozy, but something is missing. What could it be? Of one thing, Louis was sure: a long winter was coming and coming. Ah, well, I will stay snug inside, nibble seeds, and sing along with the wind. So look, winter is coming. So look, he's in his cozy, warm little house. And look, he has leaves and food, and he's ready for winter. Look, with his leaves, with his food, the nuts. So he's ready for winter. He's all ready for winter. His cozy little house. So he's ready for winter to come. But suddenly, over the wind's song, Louis heard something he never heard before. Scratch, scratch, tap, tap, tap. Louis shivered, his whiskers twitched. What could it be? So he hears scratch, scratch, tap, tap, tap. Louis puffed up his chest and roared, Who goes there? Who could it be? Who scritches and scratches and taps at my tree? So he's in his tree, he's in his nice cozy house, and all of a sudden he hears scratch, scratch, tap, tap, and he's wondering, who could it be? Who's knocking on his door? You think it's his friends? You think it's his friends? No, you don't think it's his friends? Who do you think?
I think it's a monster.
You think it's gonna be a monster?
I think it's his friend.
You think it's gonna be his friends?
I think it's a butterfly. I think it's his friend.
You think it's gonna be his friends? So let's see. Let's see who's going tap tap, scratch scratch. Who's going tap tap, scratch scratch? Is it an owl, a great horned owl, a great horned owl who is out on the prowl? So he's wondering, could it be an owl? Could it be an owl? Could it be an owl that's going tap, tap, scratch, scratch?
It was.
He's thinking, could it be an owl? Do you think it's an owl?
Yeah.
Do you think it's
because
gonna?
it has sharp nails.
So you think it could be an owl?
Yeah, because it has sharp nails.
Yeah, an owl has sharp nails. You think it's an owl that's knocking on his door?
But it has wings.
Yeah, he has very big wings. Let's see who it is, who it could be. He tiptoed to his door and peeked outside. He peered into the dark and saw nothing. Slam! He quickly shut his door and skittered to his bed. I must try to get some sleep, Louis decided, but just as he drifted into a dream. So look, he opened the door and it was nothing. So he went straight to bed and now he's trying to sleep. But I wonder, is he going to sleep or is he going to be scared?
Yeah.
He's going to be scared? Maybe he's going to be scared and won't be able to sleep.
Maybe he will hear tap, tap, tick, tick.
Oh, maybe you think he's going to hear tap, tap, scratch, scratch while he's sleeping? Maybe he'll hear tap, tap, scratch, scratch. Maybe he'll hear tap, tap, scratch, scratch while he is sleeping.
I said, I think he's going to hear
Yeah. So maybe he'll hear sounds. Maybe he'll hear sounds while he's sleeping. Maybe. Let's see. Because right now he's in his bed and he's getting ready to sleep. Scratch, scratch, tap, tap, tap. His eyes popped open wide. He clutched his tail tightly. What was that noise? So he's hearing scratch, scratch, tap, tap. So he's sleeping and his eyes popped open and he clutched his tail tightly and he's wondering, what is that noise? Who goes there? Who could it be? Who scritches and scratches and taps at my tree? So he was sleeping and then he heard scratch, scratch, tap, tap, tap. And look, he woke up. His eyes are open and now he woke up because he doesn't know what that sound could be. Because he is scared. Because he heard tap, scratch, scratch, tap, tap, tap.
I think it's the owl.
You think it's gonna be an owl?
Yes, I thought it was having sharp scales.
Maybe it's gonna be an owl. Maybe.
I think it's friend.
Maybe you think it's gonna be his friends?
No. I think it's gonna be an owl.
Let's see what it could be. Let's see what it could be.
I think it's friend. I think it's an owl.
Is it a cat? A sneaky old cat? A sneaky old cat who is scratching like that? So he's thinking in his head, could it be a cat? He's thinking, could it be a cat? Who thinks it? Do you think it's gonna be a cat?
No.
No, you don't think it's gonna be a cat?
No. It's gonna open the whole door.
So what do you think it could be?
Pretty cat.
You think it's gonna be a cat?
A cutie.
You think it's gonna be a cat?
No.
No, you don't think it's gonna be a cat?
Yes. No.
No?
No.
No, maybe it's gonna be something else. Maybe it could be his friends. Maybe it could be an owl. Maybe a cat. Let's see what it could be.
I think it could be an owl. Me too.
Once again, he tiptoed to his door and peered into the vast dark night and saw nothing. So he saw nothing. All he heard was the wind. Since he knew he couldn't possibly sleep, Louis made a cup of raspberry tea with honey. He tried not to think about the strange noises. My nest is warm, said Louis, and my nest is cozy, but something is missing. What could it be? His thought was rudely interrupted. So look, he opened the door, and it was no one. He saw no one. So it was no one. Sit.
When?
So it was no one.
Was no one.
It was no one. There was no one.
See?
There was no one.
But who's tricking him?
I don't know. Who do you think is tricking him?
I think it's gonna be somebody so weird.
All he heard was the wind. He didn't hear anyone. All he heard was the wind.
I think it was somebody mean.
Let's see. All he heard was the wind, and there was no one. And there was no one outside.
Maybe it's someone behind the door.
Let's see. Scritch, scratch, tap, tap, tap. Oh no, moaned Lewis. He gathered all the courage he had left and hollered in his biggest voice yet. Who goes there? Who could it be? Who scratches and scratches and taps at my tree? So he hears scratch, scratch, tap, tap, tap again. He hears it again. While he's drinking his tea, he hears it again.
Owl.
You think it's gonna be the owl?
No, me too. I think it would be a kitty cat.
You think it's gonna be a cat?
No, I think
Yes, what do you think?
I think owl. Someone because it has when he opens the door. I think someone's trying to go behind the door so we can't see.
Oh, you think maybe the person who's making the scratch, scratch, tap, tap, tap sound is hiding behind the door and he can't see him. Maybe that's a good guess. Maybe. Then he whispered, "Is it a bear? A big hairy bear? A big hairy bear who is tapping out there?" So he's thinking, could it be a bear? Could it be a big bear? Could it be a bear? Could it be a bear? So he's thinking, could it be an owl? Could it be a cat? Could it be a bear?
Maybe it's a person he wasn't. They're trying to be maybe behind the door. Behind the door.
So you're thinking maybe it could be someone that's tricking him?
Yeah.
Maybe
It's just a dream.
Oh, you think maybe it's a dream? Maybe, let's see.
No.
No, you don't think so?
Somebody mean that is a
Let's see.
I don't
Yeah, what do you think it is? You think it's a puppet? Let's see. Louis lit a lantern and tiptoed to his door. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Step by step. He crept into the cold, windy night until slowly, slowly, slowly around the tree he went. So slowly, slowly, slowly around the tree he went. Around the tree he went slowly, slowly, slowly.
A spider.
You think he's gonna say a spider?
I think it's somebody's tricking him in a bad guy. Tricking him.
Yes, what do you
I
think?
think it's gonna be a monster.
You think it's gonna be a monster? Yes.
I don't know. Maybe it's somebody tricking him to say to. I know.
Yeah. Maybe it's
I
a
think it's
monster.
hiding.
Maybe it's his friend.
Last time I saw David tricking Abby.
Oh, let's see. Let's see who it could be. Let's see what this could be. Who is it? Cried Louis. Who goes there? He saw two shining eyes peering out of a hole. Another hole in his tree. So look, he sees two eyes right over here. He sees two eyes right over here. Two eyes.
Okay, what is that?
He sees two eyes. Who do you think it could be? Maybe someone playing hide and seek? Let's see who it could be. It's it's just me. And out peeked a mouse, a small gray mouse. My name is Joey. Louis blinked. He rubbed his eyes. Oh, he said, what are you doing in my tree? Your tree? Don't be silly, Joey said. It's my tree and I'm building a nest for winter, but I keep hearing this creating bellowing in the night. Oh, it's so very enormous and frightful. Have you heard it? So look. So it's another mouse, a small tiny gray mouse who is in his nest. So it was
his friend.
So it was just another mouse that was making all the noise. It was just another mouse. I don't know if they're friends, but it was another mouse, a little tiny gray mouse. That's all it was. That's what was making all the noise. What? Yeah, it was a little friendly mouse. Yes. Yeah, it was a little tiny mouse. Let's see. Yes, Louis said. He giggled. That's enormous. That enormous creature is me. I'm Louis. I heard scritching and scratching and tapping and was afraid it might be an owl or a cat or even a bear. I yelled in my biggest voice to scare it away. Joy laughed. Oh my. Now that I get a look at you, I don't find you scary at all. They both chuckled. You don't seem scary at all either, said Louis. I have an idea, Joy. If you'd like, you could take a break and come to my house for a visit. I have raspberry tea with honey. So look, he made a friend. So he's inviting Joy over for tea.
That's so nice
So
of him.
yeah, it was so nice of him to invite Joy over for tea. So all that noise was just Joy, the little mouse. It wasn't an owl, it wasn't a bear, it wasn't a cat, it was just Joy.
Yeah, that was his mouse friend.
Joy said, that sounds lovely. I can break some cross-top buns. So Louis led the way to his house. As they sat sipping tea and nibbling buns, Joy looked around her new friend's nest. This home is warm, she said. This home is cozy. So look, they're both drinking tea together. They're both drinking tea together in the house.
What's that tea?
Yeah, they're drinking tea. Look, they're at the house and they're sitting down, and soon they're going to drink tea together.
Where? What's that tea?
Yeah, the mouse, Louis the mouse, is gonna make tea for Joy, so they could drink tea together.
It's so tiny.
Yeah, they're gonna drink tea together. Louis smiled. Yes, something was missing, but now his home is perfect. So look, now they're drinking tea together. Look, they're drinking tea together. Yes.
Something's there.
Yeah, they're drinking tea together. That's a leaf. And they're drinking tea together. So now Louis has company. He has Joy, the little gray mouse, as his friend. He has Joy, the little gray mouse. Yeah, Joy, the little gray mouse. That's his friend. Joy, the little gray mouse. They're drinking tea together.
They're eating together.
Yeah, they're drinking tea together. The end.
They're just